The Queen spent more than 7 decades on the throne as the United Kingdom recovered from World War II. Tributes have been pouring in from around the world after Buckingham Palace announced that Queen Elizabeth II, the world's longest reigning monarch and the United Kingdom's figurehead for 7 decades, had died at the age of 96. The Queen's reign, which began in 1952, was seen as bringing stability and continuity to the UK through the many changes of the last half of the 20th and into the 21st century. The palace said she died at Balmoral Castle, her summer residence in Scotland, where members of the British royal family had rushed to her side after her health took a turn for the worse. Here are some of the reactions from across the world. The death of Her Majesty the Queen is a huge shock to the nation and to the world. Queen Elizabeth II was the rock on which modern Britain was built. Our country has grown and flourished under her reign. Britain is the great country it is today because of her. She defined an era. In a world of constant change, she was a steadying presence and a source of comfort and pride for generations of Britons, including many who have never known their country without her. Queen Elizabeth II was a stateswoman of unmatched dignity and constancy who deepened the bedrock alliance between the United Kingdom and the United States. She helped make our relationship special. Queen Elizabeth II was the first British monarch to visit China. Her death is a great loss to the British people. I attach great importance to the development of Sino-British relations and am ready to work with King Charles III to take the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations at ambassadorial level as an opportunity to promote the healthy and stable development of bilateral relations. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II embodied the British nation's continuity and unity for over 70 years. I remember her as a friend of France, a kind-hearted queen who has left a lasting impression on her country and her century. As the United Kingdom's longest-lived and longest-reigning head of state, Queen Elizabeth II was widely admired for her grace, dignity, and dedication around the world. She was a reassuring presence throughout decades of sweeping change, including the decolonization of Africa and Asia and the evolution of the Commonwealth. Queen Elizabeth II was a good friend of the United Nations, and visited our New York headquarters twice, more than 50 years apart. She was deeply committed to many charitable and environmental causes and spoke movingly to delegates at the COP26 climate talks in Glasgow. I would like to pay tribute to Queen Elizabeth II for her unwavering, lifelong dedication to serving her people. The world will long remember her devotion and leadership. Sincere condolences to the British royal family and its people on the death of Queen Elizabeth II, with whose passing the world lost a great human symbol. She was a source of inspiration and nobility and had solid and constructive relations with Qatar that strengthened the bonds of friendship and partnership between our two peoples. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II will be remembered as a stalwart of our times. She provided inspiring leadership to her nation and people. She personified dignity and decency in public life. Pained by her demise, my thoughts are with her family and people of UK in this sad hour. Deeply grieved at the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Pakistan joins the UK and other Commonwealth nations in mourning her death. My heartfelt condolences to the royal family, people and government of the UK. It was with the heaviest of hearts that we learned of the passing of Canada's longest-reigning sovereign, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. She was a constant presence in our lives, and her service to Canadians will forever remain an important part of our country's history. As we grieve together, we know that, in losing our beloved Queen, we have lost the person whose steadfast loyalty, service and humility has helped us make sense of who we are through decades of extraordinary change in our world, nation and society. Jordan mourns the passing of an iconic leader. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II was a beacon of wisdom and principled leadership for 7 decades. She was a partner for Jordan and a dear family friend. We stand with the people and leadership of the UK at this difficult time. It is with deep sadness that we learned of the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. On behalf of the UK people, we extend sincere condolences to the royal family, the entire United Kingdom and the Commonwealth over this irreparable loss. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Our thoughts are with the royal family and all those who mourn Queen Elizabeth II in the UK and worldwide. Once called Elizabeth the Steadfast, she never failed to show us the importance of lasting values in the modern world with her service and commitment. Her Majesty loved the Commonwealth, and the Commonwealth loved her. During her reign she travelled more than any monarch in history, visiting every part of our family of nations. The growth and vibrancy of our modern Commonwealth is a credit to her and testament to her dedication, wisdom and leadership. I willingly join all who mourn her loss in praying for the late Queen's eternal rest, and in paying tribute to her life of unstinting service to the good of the nation and the Commonwealth. Queen Elizabeth was a major player in world history over the last 70 years. She represented the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth with balance, wisdom, respect for institutions and democracy. She has been the most beloved symbol of her country and has garnered respect, affection and warm feelings everywhere. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, an historic reign and a long life devoted to duty, family, faith and service has come to an end. Australian hearts go out to the people of the United Kingdom who mourn today, knowing they will feel they have lost part of what makes their nation whole. There is comfort to be found in Her Majesty's own words. Grief is the price we pay for love. We mourn the death of Queen Elizabeth II. She was a role model and inspiration for millions, also here in Germany. Her commitment to German-British reconciliation after the horrors of World War II will remain unforgotten. She will be missed, not least her wonderful humor. On behalf of the Government of Ireland, I would like to convey my deepest sympathy to the British people on the loss of their beloved monarch, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Her state visit to Ireland in 2011 marked a crucial step in the normalization of relations with our nearest neighbor. That visit was a great success, largely because of the many gracious gestures and warm remarks made by the Queen. The Ghanaian people have very fond memories of the 2 visits she made to Ghana during her reign, and, on both occasions, we remember the friendliness, elegance, style and sheer joy she brought to the performance of her duties. New Zealand's Prime Minister says her country offered its deepest sympathy to members of the royal family at the passing of the Queen. to us, she was a much admired and respected monarch. To them she was a mother and grandmother. The Queen was a much loved and admired monarch, whose record reign of 70 years is an absolute testament to her, and her commitment to us all. She was extraordinary. Michelle and I were lucky enough to come to know Her Majesty, and she meant a great deal to us. Time and again, we were struck by her warmth, the way she put people at ease, and how she brought her considerable humor and charm to moments of great pomp and circumstance. Laura and I were honored to have known Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. She was a woman of great intellect, charm, and wit. Spending time at Buckingham Palace, and having tea with Her Majesty and her corgis is among our fondest memories of the presidency. Queen Elizabeth ably led England through dark moments with her confidence in her people and her vision for a brighter tomorrow. Our world benefited from her steady resolve, and we are grateful for her decades of service as sovereign. Americans in particular appreciate her strong and steadfast friendship. Her Majesty was a role model for leadership that will be immortalized in history. I am deeply saddened by the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I extend profound condolences to the royal family and to the people of the United Kingdom. Queen Elizabeth will be remembered as a great icon of history who served with grace, dignity and fortitude. Her Majesty was a close friend of the UE and a beloved and respected leader whose long reign was characterized by dignity, compassion and a tireless commitment to serving her country. Queen Elizabeth played an extremely important role in the peace and prosperity of the world. In 1975, she visited Japan and contributed greatly to the strengthening of Japan-Britain relations. Her death is a great loss not only to the British people but also to the international community. Taiwan and the United Kingdom are united in their gratitude for the Queen's lifelong contribution to world peace and prosperity. Taiwan will also work with the United Kingdom to continue to work hard for common ideals and values. She performed her duties with devotion, grace, and humility. Her contributions to the United Kingdom, the Commonwealth, and indeed to the world will be recorded in history, and she will always be remembered fondly as a great world leader. Deepest condolences to the people of the United Kingdom for the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. She had a strong belief in the cause of human freedom and left great legacies of dignity. Her kind heart and good deeds will remain in our memory. I send heartfelt condolences to the royal family, the British people and the Commonwealth on the physical passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who honored Panama on a historic state visit 6 decades ago. Peace to her soul. We are deeply saddened by the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Her leadership will remain a legacy for humanity. We express our deepest condolences to the royal family and the British people. On behalf of the Peruvian people, we express our condolences to the royal family and the entire United Kingdom on the passing of Queen Elizabeth II of England, the British monarch. Her legacy of service and leadership will live on in history. The Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela mourns the passing of Queen Elizabeth II of England, British monarch. We express our condolences to the royal family, to the United Kingdom and to the British people. Peace to her soul. Just under 1 year ago, Barbados took the decision to complete the course of independence by breaking constitutional ties with the British monarchy and establishing the world's newest republic. Significant as that decision was, given the place Barbados has held in the British Empire for centuries, it did not in the least diminish the friendship between our two nations, or indeed with Buckingham Palace. Her Majesty was an extraordinary and world-renowned public figure who lived a remarkable life. Her life and legacy will be fondly remembered by many around the world. The Queen's commitment and dedication during her 70 years on the throne remains a noble and virtuous example to the entire world. The story of modern Nigeria will never be complete without a chapter on Queen Elizabeth LL, a towering global personality and an outstanding leader. She dedicated her life to making her nation, the Commonwealth and the entire world a better place. On behalf of the government and people of Ethiopia, I extend deepest condolences to the British royal family, the government and the people of Great Britain on the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.